Hi, I'm Blair McHaney, president of MXM, Medallia's partner company to the fitness industry for operational customer experience management. Our sole focus is on understanding customer experience and helping people drive customer experience in their fitness companies so that they will be more loved by their employees and their members. And let's start with understanding the difference between customer experience and customer service. Once we kind of get this concept down and the idea of what a customer journey looks like, then the next pieces of education will be more specific in how do we continue to drive up that customer experience so that we're constantly creating loyalty and constantly feeling more of a sense of purpose in our own roles, no matter what our role is. Whether your role is front desk or housekeeping or personal trainer or manager or admin, it doesn't matter. Everybody should have line of sight to the customer, and everybody should be making a positive contribution to the customer experience. So let's start with the concept of customer experience versus customer service. You could have fabulous customer service in the middle of a horrible customer experience. So for example, let's suppose you have a business flight that is taking you cross country. And it's tough to get to the airport and traffic's bad, and you get there and maybe the lines at TSA are really long, and you're building up anxiety as to whether you're going to make your flight or not. You get to the gate and then you find out when you get to the gate that your flight's delayed, the communication is poor back to you, you're getting more frustrated, you're not sure you're going to be on time at your destination, which is going to affect how you prep for your meeting, more anxiety. You get on the plane, service is okay on the plane, but you land and make your connection and okay, they lose your luggage. You arrive at your hotel with no luggage, and you call their customer service agent, and you get someone who is empathetic, effective, focused on solving the problem quickly, and understands the dire situation you're in. That's fabulous customer service. But the customer experience was horrible. So that's our starting point. Understanding the difference between service and experience, and that it's all of the service touch points that add up to customer experience. And in fitness, that's fairly complex. We have all kinds of different members, and let's take this use case. Let's take Deborah, who's a mom with a toddler and an infant. And now let's get this idea of what a customer journey is. And the way I want you to think about that is the daily journey. Once I'm a member and I'm coming in to exercise or play tennis or swim, whatever it is, whatever I'm coming to your location to do, I want you to think of each of those as an individual journey. Every single one of those is a journey. And I want you to think about the starting point and the end point of that journey in trying to come in and get that job done with us each day. And for Deborah, that could be very complex. It starts with her getting her kids packed up and ready to go. We don't know what mood the kids are in. Then it's a drive to the club. We don't know how long that drive is or what the kids are like on that drive. Then I'm going to try to find parking, ideally right towards the front door, so I don't have the anxiety of taking kids through a big parking lot and looking for people backing out. Plus, I just don't have to carry stuff as far. By the way, with my arms full, what is it like to come in your front doors? Are they automatic? Is there a button I can push? Do my struggling with a stroller and an infant and a toddler and a diaper bag? What's it like to come in the doors? And then once I'm in, how am I greeted? What's my check-in and drop-off process like at Kids Club? Where am I going from there? And you know what? That may well depend on what she's doing. Like if she's coming in for group fitness and she has plenty of time to get to her class, she may well go into the locker room. If she doesn't have plenty of time to get to her class, her journey might take her into group fitness first to reserve a spot, hurry back down, get in the locker. Okay, you see my point. Understanding that entire member journey for your different cohorts, and this is a great exercise for any of you to do on your own or to do with teams. If you're a manager, do this with teams. Have your team talk through different key cohort. When I say cohort, I'm talking about the mom with the toddler and an infant. Let's call her Deborah. And then let's take Virgil, who's the 70-year-old retired engineer that comes in at 9 o'clock. And then look at what his journey map is like and look at those touch points. The idea behind that, and the point I'm trying to get across to you, is that for our members, their experience is everything that happens in there. And for you to understand, for every one of us to understand, that just because I am focused on my task of a greeting at the front desk, that doesn't mean that the job is done. I need to understand this in context. For the mom, for Deborah, there are big shoulder times to this. It's a lot of prep with those kids and getting them there. And then it's packing them up. And by the way, if they're having a great time in your kids club, that might be an issue trying to get them out of there. Great feeling for the parent, but then, I've got to get them home and unpacked and ready to do the next thing in my day. Because those shoulder times for that mom are so heavy, that's a burden on whether I'm going to get my next workout in or not. And loyalty has a lot to do with how I think about that entire experience and whether I do the next workout or not. So, with that concept of what we call a customer journey map and understanding the difference between customer experience and customer service, as we roll out these next pieces of education, we're going to look at some tools and concepts that are practical for you or your teams to use right at the front lines, to create a better and better customer experience and more customer loyalty. Thank you.